The NFL Today on CBS is powered by Ram Trucks. Nothing stops Ram.
And welcome back to the NFL Today. And now we take you out to the sights and sounds of the game between the Chargers and the Dolphins. Let's throw it out to Miami with our announcers, Andrew Catalan, Charles Davis, Jason McCurdy, and A.J. Ross.
JB, they were drafted side by side in 2020, but Tua Tagovailoa and Justin Herbert are not interested in draft day debate. Tua and the Dolphins have a pivotal game trying to avoid a 1-5 start, while Herbert and the banged-up Chargers hobble in on a 2-game losing streak. And hi, everyone. Alongside Jason McCourty and Charles Davis, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll hear from A.J. Ross on the sidelines. Los Angeles was the talk of the league after a 3-0 start, but injuries and penalties now have L.A. going the wrong way. Jason, it's been tough sledding for Justin Herbert.
And you wouldn't tell it by talking to him. He hasn't wavered at all, and teammates appreciate for him and his style of leadership. In the NFL, you're going to go through ups and downs and injuries. Justin Herbert has the it factor. He's going to have to use his legs today to avoid that Miami defense when they're bringing pressure and trying to attack him. But it is going to be tough sledding with the guys they have missing.
Yeah, AJ, the injury situation is not any better today.
That's right, Andrew. The Chargers have been hard to maintain a spark because of those injuries. A rookie running back, Omarion Hampton, he's on IR. Their tackles, Joe Alt and Trey Pipkins, they are sidelined. Wideout Quentin Johnston, he is not in today. And also Jim Harbaugh told us it comes with the territory, adversity, but these guys who are stepping up today, if they think they're good, it's their time to shine and attack this game with an enthusiasm unknown to mankind, guys.
AJ, thank you. Miami blew a 17-point lead last week in Carolina. It was their first game without Tyreek Hill, and they did get big performances from both Jalen Waddle and Darren Waller.
And they'll want a bigger performance from Darren Waller today. Only 32 snaps in Carolina, no targets in the second half. He is a matchup nightmare. Do you guard him with a safety? Do you guard him with a corner? Nickelback, not a linebacker. They've got to get him the football early, often, and sustained throughout the game.
Let's take a look at who brings it home, presented by Wayfair.
And let's start with the Miami Dolphins keys. Push the playmakers. That's Jalen Waddle, number 17, Devon Achane, number 28, and Darren Waller, number 83. Make sure they touch the ball a lot today. And on defense, they were embarrassed by Rico Dowdle's 206 yards running the ball last week. That run defense, a collective effort is needed today.
And for the Los Angeles Chargers, it starts with protecting Justin Herbert at all costs. Do whatever you have to do. Run the ball, screens, and Herbert using his legs. Second, stop beating yourself. 24 penalties in the last 2 weeks. You can't win until you stop from losing.
Tua and Herbert meet for the fourth time. The lefty leads the series 2-1. Kickoff is coming up next here on CBS. It's the much-hyped quarterback battle between Tua Tagovailoa and Justin Herbert. The Dolphins and Chargers, Week 6 of the NFL on CBS. Ready to go here in Miami Gardens, Florida. Temperature, beautiful day, 83 degrees as we get set for the Chargers and the Dolphins. It'll be Miami football to begin this ball game, and Cameron Dicker kicking off to Malik Washington and D. Eskridge. Behind the play is the left tackle Austin Deculus, the last thing that the Chargers need. As you look at Kamani Vidal, who played collegiately at Troy.
And really good player at Troy. Came out of there with 2 straight seasons of over 1,000 yards. His last season there, he ended up running for over 1,600 yards, and he's a great nephew of Hall of Fame baseball player Hank Aaron.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Jared Jewelers, storied diamond desert sands of eternity. And by Chipotle, real ingredients, real flavor. Chipotle, for real.
3-0 Chargers in front. Aerial coverage of today's game is provided by Goodyear.
So does Cameron Dicker's agent go in and talk about the one that he made that they took the points off, and does that count for contract too?
Let's go back to New York. NFL Today update with Adam Shine.
Andrew, take a look at this throw. Drake May, 53 yards to Demario Douglas. Longest touchdown pass of May's career. You got to love the Drake. 7-3 Patriots over the Saints. Back to you.
You can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. 6:13 to go, opening quarter, and the Chargers have a 3-0 lead on the Dolphins. On IR with an ankle injury earlier this week. Hassan Haskins now in his second season with the Chargers, and he played for Jim Harbaugh at Michigan.
I think the combination of him and Vidal gives him a complete backfield where you have a guy like Haskins who's a bigger, more physical back to run downhill, and then Vidal, a change of pace, a speed guy who's very elusive. The combination of them two, they're hoping to get what Hampton offered them in the one package.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Wingstop. Bring the flavor. Order at wingstop.com. And by Verizon. The NFL is powered by Verizon 5G.
It was fun to look back this week at that epic AFC divisional in 1981 when Kellen Winslow was carried off the field. And now in the present day, 3-0, Tua and Herbert squaring off for the fourth time. Back at Hard Rock Stadium, Dolphins have a 7-6 lead on a Chargers team that flew to South Florida on Friday. Trying to get adjusted to the Eastern time zone. Eskridge on the return. Eskridge trying to get to the outside. Can he turn the corner? No, he shoved out of bounds. And that play on special teams made by Jasir Taylor. A 27-yard return as we check in with AJ.
Andrew, Chargers kicker Cameron Dicker and linebacker Dayon Henley surprised more than 100 first graders at Jackson Elementary School in Altadena. They each read 2 short stories to the first grade classes, and the event is part of the Chargers' efforts to support local schools and communities affected by the Eaton and Palisades fires, and it marks the latest Bolt's Book Club initiative.
AJ, if they didn't read "If you give a mouse a cookie, I'm going to be mad."
Washington gets a yard on the play. So we welcome you to the broadcast booth with Jason McCourty and Charles Davis. I'm Andrew Catalan and Devon Achane. They've needed spark plugs without Tyreek Hill. They've got one today with Achane.
Absolutely, and the offensive line has done a really good job of opening those holes and allowing him to get to the outside when he does all of his damage. That's going to help open up the offense and really get Tua going. Already one interception, not his fault. His receiver, Jalen Waddle, dropped the ball. So let's see if they can find a way to use that run game to get the pass game going.
Andrew, Drake May again. This time to Kayshon Boutte. If you're a Patriots fan, boo, T full. 14-6, Patriots. Back to you.
LA gets it done to regain the lead.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Progressive. Coverage you can count on. Progressive.com. AT&T. Connecting changes everything. And by McDonald's.
'20 NFL Draft revisited. Tua number 5, Herbert went number 6. Of course, Joe Burrow went number 1. As we have a touchback on the kickoff. And because of where they were selected, and the Dolphins had the opportunity to pick Herbert had they wanted to, there will always be linked for the rest of their careers. Some good moments for both, no doubt about it. But I think the big one that is still surprising, neither quarterback has a win in the playoffs yet, a combined 0 for 3.
And the most painful has to be for Justin Herbert with that monster lead in Jacksonville. It looked like it was insurmountable. The Jaguars came back and got him.
Andrew, how about this? Daniel Jones breaking up a tie. His 4th rushing touchdown of the year. Look at the wheels. 14-7 Colts over the Cards. Middle of the second. Back to you.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Lowe's. Tackle your to-do list early with Lowe's to earn your Sunday. And by Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Coming up, Verizon Halftime Report, JB, Nate, Matt Ryan, Coach Cowher. All the latest NFL scores and highlights coming up on the Verizon Halftime Report. Well executed by Miami. The big play on that drive, Waddle going for 45 yards, a juggling catch going to the ground, and at the half, Miami has a 13-9 advantage. AJ is down in the field, and she is with Jim Harbaugh.
Coach, Kamani Vidal with an impressive first half, but you were limited to 3 field goals. What more do you need to see from your offense to score more points as you get the ball in the second half?
Yeah, just keep fighting, moving the ball. Continue that.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
All right. Halftime next after these first half highlights from Verizon and a word from your local station.
Don't hurt him, Kev. All dripped up. Got the new iPhone 17 Pro, and Verizon picked up the tab on the best 5G network, baby.
No way.
It's me. Handsome and hilarious.
No way.
Ooh.
No way.
Wait, it was about the iPhone? Come on.
Get the new iPhone 17 Pro and a new iPad and Apple One. All on us. On the best 5G network.
That's real nice.
We're back, and the first half highlight is delivered by Prime. Devon Achane, big run to put Miami on the board first, but Kamani Vidal has had a nice first half as well. The injured Omarion Hampton and Jalen Waddle, acrobatic catch late in the first half. 13-9 the score in favor of the Dolphins as we open up the second half. And hi again, everyone. With Jason McCourty and Charles Davis, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll hear from A.J. Ross in a moment. So much talk coming in about the quarterback matchup in this game. Charles, what have you seen from Tua Tagovailoa so far?
I know there was an early interception that really wasn't all of his fault with the ball bobbled off with Jalen Waddle's hands. But I thought he's managed the game quite well with some spectacular throw in there as well. Some shots downfield to Waddle. I think in the second half, got to continue to find Darren Waller. Find that big matchup and give them more opportunities. But the way the game is going, to me, is right in Miami's wheelhouse.
And I think for Justin Herbert on the other side, he's going to have to rely on first and second down of being able to use the run game and short passes to keep them out of those third and long situations. When they get in those, it allows Miami to pin their ears back and really get after Justin Herbert. And with a banged-up offensive line, you try to keep him out of those situations.
So Miami won the coin toss, and they took the ball, so it'll be Los Angeles football to begin the second half. Hines and Lambert Smith back deep for Los Angeles. It is Hines on the return. Hines hit hard. Pinball down by Jordan Colbert. A moment ago, AJ with Mike McDaniel.
Coach, in facing this Chargers top 10 defense, you said it was going to come down to timing and technique. How would you assess your execution in that first half?
I think we did a good job executing at the end of the half. That's something that we failed the last 2 weeks in terms of finishing with the ball or points. We have to play complementary football. We have to continue to be good on third downs defensively, and we need to make sure that first turnover was our last.
Thank you, Coach.
So Miami minus 31 after the half. And if you break it down even more to the fourth quarter, they've been outscored in every fourth quarter this year.
Now that grouping, only Pittsburgh coming into this weekend with a winning record. So you can see how important it is to be able to play all the way through.
Back to New York, NFL Today update with Adam Schein.
Andrew, as Zay Flowers' fumble leads to this. Matthew Stafford to Tyler Higbee. That's 2 Rams touchdowns in 92 seconds, 17-3. Early third, back to you.
And he gets a yard on the play. What a half it's been for Justin Herbert.
A lot of it is him getting the ball out quick and getting it to his guys. And then when they need him to create, when they need him to do something with his legs on the touchdown pass to McConkey, he does it. Greg Roman dialing it up, a shot down the field, and then a move the pocket type of play to Vidal for another touchdown. Justin Herbert has come out in this second half and been extremely accurate and been creative to make plays when he's had to.
Yeah, great.
Back here at Hard Rock Stadium, start of quarter number 4 with the Chargers up by 10, and we chronicled the Dolphins' second half struggles at the beginning of the second half. Well, that has not gone well for Miami so far in this second half. Out.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And by Fresh Pet. It's not dog food, it's food food.
Chargers just 1-9 in Hard Rock Stadium. Only win was in 2019, but trying to change that right now as they have a 26-13 lead. Back to New York, NFL Today update. Here's Adam Schein.
Andrew, how about this? Bryce Young hits Ted McMillan for the rookie. Second touchdown catch of the game. It's 27-24 Panthers over Dallas. Early fourth. Buckle up, Andrew Cadillac.
That's right. The Panthers gritty, Adam Schein. The Dolphins saw it firsthand last week when they got up on a 17-0 lead.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Chewy. For life with pets, there's Chewy with everything. Geico. Switch and save. Get more with Geico. And by Domino's. Get great deals on pizza, bread bites, chicken desserts, and more.
Back at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida, and we have a 6-point game in the fourth quarter. Patterson bounces that one in the landing zone, and then it goes through. It's a good kick by Riley Patterson. Coming up next, you can count on 2 of the best teams in the NFC squaring off when the 49ers take on the Buccaneers. You can always count on Sunday with the NFL on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus. And you can see because
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Uber Eats. When football makes you hungry, order Uber Eats. And by T-Mobile, now the best network in America.
Miami offense finally starting to click. They have 9 first downs on their last 2 drives. They only had 7 on their first 8 drives. Tua with 10 career game-winning drives in the fourth quarter. Looking for one more here. And staring at 3rd and 2 out of the 2-minute warning. Play Derwin James, and that will do it.
The clock never started.
As the Dolphins are booed off the field, Tunga Vailoa with his 3rd interception of the day, and the Chargers end a 2-game losing streak while Miami falls to 1-5.
The probability of scoring there is very low, but give yourself a chance. You only have one play in these situations that you rep week after week after week. The main ingredient is you have to get the play started. I don't know whose fault that was, receiver, quarterback, but that's just bad.
They were throwing underneath and planning the lateral play. This is what this was going to be. Rather than trying to throw it deep and hope to get the hope play, they were hoping to put it in the hands of a playmaker and see if you can get the laterals, missed tackles, all those other things. But to your point, Jason, it never got started.
Justin Herbert throws for 264 yards and 2 touchdowns as the Chargers go to 4-2 on the year. They will host the Colts next week. So for Jason McCourty, Charles Davis, AJ Ross, our entire crew, this is Andrew Catalon saying so long from Miami, where the Chargers win 29-27. Now we take you to bonus coverage between the Patriots and the Saints.